Okaeri nasai minasan. Today we're gonna talk about one more rider form, and that is gonna be Kamen Rider Gotchard Legend. This is assumed to be the final form of Kamen Rider Legend though, but it actually kind of like put a thought in my mind is like, when are we ever gonna see this form? Like, how is this form gonna be important further down the line? It's like, if they're not gonna make a movie with Kamen Rider Legend being the center of attention, I felt like it is gonna be really lackluster when they actually introduce this form. And then so what, you know, like even the two episode web series that we actually got for Kamen Rider Legend and Kamen Rider Gotchard, I feel like it is really making Legend kind of like being a sideline character. Is like people are really questioning like, where does all of this fit into the overall arcing picture of the Kamen Rider series itself? Like, is Legend gonna be the replacement to Decade? Is it gonna be the 10th year Reiwa series rider that has been teased to us, even though right now we are still at the 5th Reiwa rider? We are at the 5th Reiwa rider already. How crazy is that? We got Saber, and we got 01 Saber, revised Geats, and now Gotchard. We are 5 more years to go before we are gonna get a Reiwa Decade series itself. But it really boggles my mind for us to actually get Kamen Rider Legend right now and even introducing us with a final form. So my biggest question right now is like, when are we gonna see this in action? Like, is it gonna appear in a movie? Are we gonna get a V Cinema special release, or are we gonna see kind of like another web series? I felt like if they really wanna hit the home run with Gorgeous Legend being a really significant character, very important character moving down the line, like maybe Gorgeous Legend can appear like after Gotchard has finished, like in the next Kamen Rider series, we are gonna see Gorgeous Legend, like Legend making an appearance like over and over again. I felt like that is gonna be really fun if that is the case. But I felt like without a proper introduction to who this guy actually is, I felt like it is definitely gonna make the whole thing a little bit like kind of thing. And they even cast Kajiki in the actor of Kajiki to be one of the side character for Kamen Rider Legend itself. So it's really weird that they actually choose to go with that direction for introducing Kamen Rider Legend, because if they actually introduce kind of like someone from Gotchard that's gonna carry on, if we actually get to see Legend in further down the series, I felt like it is definitely more worth it if we actually get to see like a fresh character, like a character that has no attachment to the series at all, so that when we bring him to the next series, we are not gonna feel like, hey, he is still from Gotchard, like what is he doing here and something like that. So I felt like the best way, like the best character for us to have for us to see Legend together with is actually gonna be Josh Karizaki, because so far the best character introduced to play this role is actually Josh Karizaki itself. He is good with all the Kamen Rider stuff, and his dream is to create the ultimate Kamen Rider system. And when he created Juga, he actually kind of like in his own mind he created the system, but that is in the series itself. But what if he continues on the journey further down the line and he learns like, wow, this is like all the different rider, and one of the best rider there is gonna be the combination between Decade and DN's ability to summon rider to become the other rider and all those stuff. And I felt like Josh Karizaki is gonna arrive at that conclusion same as all of us. All of us still view Decade and the end being superior compared even to ZO itself. So I'm really excited to see like what is the direction that they're gonna bring Legend to in the future. But right now we are kind of like a little bit sidetracked on the video itself because we are here to actually talk about the gorgeous final form of Legend though itself. I already put up the photo since the beginning of the video, so let's talk about it. Okay, so we can clearly see that the driver is actually gonna be the gun of the Kamen Rider itself. So it is a really cool design where we actually got the helmet of gorgeous Legend on the gun itself, and there's a slot to slot the card in on top of the head. So I am not sure whether or not like if he actually switches the card on his belt, is it gonna change the card on his forehead or not? Because I felt like this is kind of like a really smart way for them to not do so much card swapping during text when they are actually gonna do the action scene, or even the way we actually get to see this form being used in real life. One thing that always concerned me is like how much effort they need to actually swap the card. Because if you look at Kamen Rider Decade final form, final 21 form, of even like the final form itself, we actually get to see like how his chest piece is always gonna switch the cards and all those stuff and all those stuff. So I felt like if they did it for Legend itself, it's gonna feel like, wow, this is way too similar to Decade. But one thing they can do is that if Legend want to access the power of another rider itself, what he can do is to like just slot in the card in the belt, and then the forehead is gonna change the card, and he's gonna be able to access the weapon of the rider itself. I think rather than giving him like kind of like another special form, like changing his form a little bit, it is gonna be too much of a waste of money for them to actually do that. So I believe what they are gonna do is just gonna let Gorgeous Legend to reuse the weapon. I think that is really good enough for me already. Me personally would love to see a rider that is able to wield multiple weapons from different rider compared to a rider that is able to just change form a little bit. That is why I don't really like the design of Kamen Rider ZO, but I really love the jingle of ZO. Okay, so with that being said, the gun is able to switch into the driver. I'm not sure whether or not like do you need to take off the gun handle, or is it like the gun handle is kind of like can be closed down and it became a part of the belt as well. But based on the design, I felt like the gun handle can actually be closed down and can be slotted into the belt itself. Okay, so it looks really amazing. I love the design, love how it is like a little bit sharper on the right side, just like how Kamen Rider Legend is supposed to look. Okay, so let's talk about the final form. Okay, like let's talk about the suit right now, because the suit is the idea, the core concept is similar to Kamen Rider Decade final form itself, but the only difference here is that it is surrounding him. Like it becomes kind of like a circle, kind of like a flame, like going up the entire body itself. And I really love it. I love the design, love the idea that they're actually going for here. But one thing that I have to say is that eventually this rider is gonna meet a dead end. There's gonna be a problem with this rider suit, because it is gonna face the same problem as the Kamen Rider Decade final form problem. Like eventually you're gonna run out of space for you to put more cards into the suit itself. Like if this Kamen Rider Gorgeous Legend make an appearance in the 10th Reiwa series of the Kamen Rider franchise, that means it would actually needs to have 5 more slots to put more cards onto himself. And I don't think it is actually gonna be enough space for them to actually fit so many cards into the what do you call this, the main of Gorgeous Legend itself. I would actually prefer them not to show the cards at all. Okay, like if they just can just make a really gorgeous design without the card, I felt like that is also gonna be really, really powerful as well. I think they are this person that is like designing different rider suits. He actually redesigned the final form of Kamen Rider Gotchard itself. It looks amazing. I actually covered this in my video previously, if not mistaken. Like, he actually kind of created a black chest piece and it is like white line and all stuff. It looked fantastic. I think I know what Toei is going for with this suit design for Gorgeous Legend, but I just felt like it is definitely really gorgeous, really bombastic, really impactful, but the cards is gonna be a problem. Okay, I really hope they learn from their lessons when they design Kamen Rider Gotchard final form, but I felt like they are making the same mistake here, that eventually they're gonna run out of space and then they have to shelf Kamen Rider Legend at the end of the day. So I felt like, yeah, I think it has a lot of potential here. Right now we're still seeing it in just a sketch drawing. We don't actually see it in full 3D mode yet, so it's very, very hard for me to really comment on how it actually felt for me when I look at the suit. But based on the 2D sketch, it looks amazing, it looks fantastic, and I imagine that the main, I'm not sure actually what to actually call this, like kind of the circle thing is not gonna be a flat thing. It's not gonna be like just going up like this, but it's actually gonna be something that is like going back, something like that. Okay, so it's like going back and up, so it's kind of like a flame over him, something like that. So it looks amazing. I love it. Really, really enjoy the design, and I really hope that Kamen Rider Legend is gonna be important for the story moving forward. Okay, so with that being said, that is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.